Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Bunnysign BZCast. I'm your host Randy, of course, the podcast of bunnysign.com. This episode is going to be YouTube only, as it's going to be a short episode. It's not a podcast episode. That's why you guys can see me right now. Hello. The Bunnysign BZCast, though, you can find it on YouTube, obviously, SoundCloud.com, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio, Stitcher.com. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Today's episode, we will be talking about a bunny that we lost a couple days ago, and Josephine the Queen. On Friday, it was Friday afternoon, Friday morning, we saw that Josephine the Queen, the super famous bunny of Bright Eyes Sanctuary in Maryland, had passed away. And for anyone who followed their page on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, they were saying that the people, that took care of Josephine were saying that it was very possible for her time to be up soon, because she just was not eating. She wasn't feeling good. I know she wasn't moving that much. I just wanted to talk about her for a minute. 18 and a half years. For anyone who doesn't know, yes, a bunny who lived 18 and a half years. It's incredible. It's inspirational, really. Although the hard work that those people put in to take care of her for so long, and her strength, Josephine's strength to live that long. That's pretty incredible. I'm sure they had many other close calls in the past. It reminds me that just over a year ago, we maybe my first couple months into Bunnysign, when Dustin expanded the Bunnysign development team, we did a story on Josephine, and it was a big introduction to a lot of people who didn't know about her, and it was pretty cool. That was actually one of my very first stories for the e-magazine. And I remember also doing a Facebook post about her on, I don't know, sometime early last summer, and saying this is, at the time, 17-year-old bunny. And I just remember Facebook exploding at the time. I wish I could go back and look at the post, but it just had so many people were blown away that didn't know about her. And it was pretty cool because, that's pretty amazing, that long of a lifespan. We barely get that out of, that kind of run out of cats and dogs these days. A rabbit is it's nuts. I do want to say my condolences go out to the people of Bright Eyes Sanctuary. I don't know the full story about who took care of her for how long, but I'm sure it seemed like they were very, very close with taking care of her on a nightly basis. They're very, very awesome about posting Instagram updates about Josephine and her health and how she was doing, and she wanted all her loyal subjects to make sure that she knew that she was still the queen, and she still is forever our queen. But at the same time, it's just, you get so, just like what we do with the other bunnies on social media, with Ocean and Tommy, you get super close and attached to these guys when you to these bunnies, and you see them on a daily basis, with updates and posts, and you just love them, and you love seeing it, and you look forward to seeing them every day. And you would just be, you're just sad, and you're just heartbroken that, man, I can't believe they're gone. It reminds me, we had a scare maybe a month or two ago with Sammy, who is Penny Collins' awesome bunny. He's the brown bunny in the Regarding comic strip, Regarding comic on Tumblr and Facebook and Twitter and all that. We had a scare with him a month or two ago, and it was just, you're just kind of crossing your fingers And for those of you out there that pray, people were praying for him. You know, it's this big community out there of us, of bunny people, that I guess we could call us, that just watch and look at these bunnies, these pictures and these videos, and the great thing about, you know, Facebook and Twitter is that you interact with the parents, and you know, go back and forth with pictures and videos and conversation, and it's incredible because it could be someone, you know, they were out of Maryland, Josephine was out of Maryland, could have been, you know, her parents could have been talking to someone out of like California or from like another different country, just talking about Josephine and how awesome she is. You know, that kind of thing. That's one of the incredible things about this bunny community and social media. You know, the bunny that we just lost, maybe not even 2 weeks ago, was Emil, or it's Emil or Emil. I know I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. The bunny that was had these beautiful Flemish, who got the myomatosis. I'm probably saying that wrong as well. Myomyxomatosis. It's a deadly disease that's going around right now. That was in Australia. It's going around the UK, and it's been seen on the coasts, from what I've heard through someone of the US. And it's pretty much a that's not a death sentence, but, you know, there's not really a cure for it. You just have to hopefully you vaccinate, you know, for it ahead of time, and you know, hopefully your bunny doesn't still get it, which I think Emil was still vaccinated beforehand, which is even makes the situation more sad. And I just bring that bunny up as an example because it's another bunny that we miss that has passed away, but that, you know, that hundreds and thousands, maybe hundreds and thousands of people were, you know, showing their love and support to the people that were taking care of Emil, the bunny. And it's a really sad time that we lost the oldest bunny, our queen, Josephine. But again, we can look for her and the people at Bright Eyes as inspiration to work hard and do all the right things that you're supposed to do for your bunny and their health. You know, if, you know, laying off, I know we don't want to do this, but I had the rabbit doctor on a couple months ago, and she said this specifically towards the end of the podcast. I asked her, what is a mistake that people make? And it said she said that, not, you know, quote unquote, but she said people go a little crazy with treats because they just want to spoil their bunny and blah blah blah, and to where, you know, the treats do damage and get them sick, or, you know what I mean. So, you know, we could look at that as, not saying we don't want to spoil our bunnies and give them a treat every once in a while, you know, but at the same time, maybe to make sure, kind of check with yourself to make sure you're doing all the right things as far as their diet and their living conditions, and, you know, the space they have to run around, so they can live you know, giving them the best chance to live a long and, you know, healthy life. Again, I remember from the article that we did about Josephine last year that she did have a bunch of other times in her past where she could have passed away, and she ran into previous health problems, but still, they were problems that were obviously, you know, maybe some bunnies don't beat and some bunnies do, but the queen, Josephine, did. And again, that's pretty inspiring. It's pretty amazing what kind of run she had. So again, for anyone from Bright Eyes who might be watching this, my condolences go out to you. And I can't imagine how hard this is to be with a bunny for so many years. How hard it is to, you know, that's 18 and a half years. That, I mean, that's a really, really long time to be paired up with a bunny. You know, I was super emotional and sad, and and weeping over Milo, and I had Milo for 3 years, and he was 4 years old when he passed a couple years ago. I can't imagine 18 and a half years. That's on how much that hurts. So my condolences go out to you guys, and thank you for sharing her life with us, sharing the updates, the Instagram posts, and the videos of her eating, or the pictures and videos of her just kind of looking at it and saying all of our loyal subjects may remember that she's still the queen, the top bun. That's all I wanted to talk about today. There might be another YouTube recording later this week. This is Sunday at like 8:45 p.m. You guys will actually see this very soon because I'll be uploading to YouTube myself. I'm lining up a podcast episode with a representative of Ohio House Rabbit Society. Yes, that's the same rescue that hosts Midwest Bunfest. That's coming up next month. So if you don't know much about Midwest Bunfest and you want to learn about it, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that we're going to have a episode this week. I just spoke to the executive director today, and talked to a representative of the Ohio House Rabbit Rescue, and hopefully we will have an episode later this week. The recording, Kedzie, our editor, edit and then send it back to me, and hopefully we'll have it up next week. That's the plan on paper. Right now, maybe Monday or Tuesday next week. All right, that's pretty much it for me, you guys. Drawing a blank on what I was going to say. Make sure the August issue, make sure you guys do download it. It's a pinned post on our Facebook page, our Twitter page, our Instagram page. It's the link in our Instagram bio. And again, all your downloads, all your sharing really, really helps Bunny Sign grow and become bigger. And a shout out to Rabbit's Paradise. That's it's kind of like our sponsor, advertiser in this month's issue. They're like a subscription service where you get treats and bunny toys in a box, and it's kind of random, so you don't know what you're gonna get. Check out their website. I think it's like rabbitsparadise.com. They're on Facebook and Twitter. Our August issue has a coupon code to save $5, I believe. I think it's $5 to save $5 on that order. So check out the August issue, download it, and then check out Rabbit's Paradise. They're awesome. Shout out to them. Thank you for being in the Bunny Sign August issue and supporting us. And I hope you guys support Rabbit's Paradise. Again, there's a $5 coupon code in that August issue. Thank you guys for watching. You take care. Have a good night. Bye bye.